Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. It's good to be back, man. It's Friday. It's another beautiful, beautiful day that I use margin. I didn't go over my cash balance yesterday on MGOL, so I'm good. I think I used maybe I don't know, like 100 grand or something. But I didn't go over the level. I made sure to stay below. But yeah, good morning. Welcome back to another live session. Hope you guys are feeling good. Hope you guys are feeling ready. So check out that disclaimer that was on screen. Remember that trading is risky business and that you have to make a conscious choice to start slow, right? Utilize small size as you build experience. WBY. I'm gonna put MGOL in parentheses because not really tradable. We're still getting mixed signals. One of our members did go over the limit. It seems like their response was to limit his margin, and they told him that if he continues to go over the limit on these stocks that are non-marginable, that he can essentially lose access to margin forever. So I rarely use margin. It's like very rare for me to do. So I'm thinking is it even something I should care about, right? Let me put this into the alert section. Guys, be sure to turn on your screen recordings, by the way. Turn on your screen recordings. Make sure you're recording your screen. That way you can go back, review, study up. All right, screen recording looks good. So, MGOL, this stock we've seen some, decent opportunities on it yesterday. I mean, yesterday was pretty decent around I think 12 p.m., 12:30. It gave some strong moves. Initially a little, choppy with the bids coming down, but once it started to take off, man, this thing was flying. I mean, it broke over 4, got all the way to 450. Once it broke over $5, it took off to 570. So, maybe there's something here today. Again, it's not marginable, so we're essentially gonna have to trade it like if we have a cash account. But again, there's people who went over the three strike limit, and the punishment was just a restriction in their margin. So I don't know, man. Is it worth it? I think it might be worth it to just go all out. We've also had Tim who had reached out and they told him, hey, don't worry about this at all. Just ignore it. Keep trading away. We're gonna stop sending these notices. So we've heard different things. We've seen someone account get restricted in some way. So I guess we have to just, for each of us individually, we have to decide if it's something we want to do, and if we want to trade it aggressively and really churn a lot of shares and go over our cash balance. Yeah, man, Steve, it's just tough, man, because markets are slow. It's like this might just be the one good stock today. It's like, man, I mean, it definitely puts you in an interesting situation, right? I mean, SCRV, for example, was so strong that day, and it's like we're here just standing on the sidelines. As day traders, we want nothing more than to see good momentum. So, anyhow, 611 for the pre-market high. Low of the recent pullback has been around 35. From there, let's see, yesterday's high. Yesterday's high at 557. 557. Is that not right? What's the level there? Is that 570? 570. Okay, 570. Oh yeah, that thing does say 572. Blind. We're kind of right around 570, so I'd want to see us getting back over that level The 200 EMA on the daily is at 622. Definitely a level that's worth keeping an eye on. So we definitely have some overhead resistance, right? Yesterday's high, the 200 EMA. And from there, if we can get over 670, there might just be room up to like $17. This is an interesting position right here. MGOL definitely looks decent, but again, not marginable. So we'll have to utilize our cash balance. KITT is up 36% with 35 with 12 million shares of volume. KITT. Just to get a quick couple of trend lines on this one. Big Steve, are you gonna risk it? Big Steve, are you gonna risk it today on this stock? I know Big Steve is pretty cautious. Might not want to take the chance. I'm gonna ask him. I don't know if I phrased that right, but he'll understand. So KITT on the daily. Let's see. Daily chart a little messy. We're at 260. We pushed up highs. I think maybe 470. But Rosa as my confirmation. 470 potential room to 470 for KITT. I think Rosa is going to be my confirmation today as well, man. I'm going to just do it. I've never really been super great at following those types of rules. I follow rules well, but you know, in terms of those types of rules like this one. So MGOL, let's see what let's see what this one does here coming into the open. I got 1,500 shares to start, and I'll increase size if it can be smooth here in the next 10 seconds. So looking forward to a disciplined day here, of course. Let's trade to the best of our abilities. It needs to be instant here. Okay, 50. Okay, okay. Wow, okay. This is good. Let's see how well it continues to do. The low is about 47. There's a small spread here, about 5 cents. $36. Watching for 70 again. There it is. Nice. It's gonna be a quick trade there. I'm gonna start to size up. Over 70 could be good, but it's coming back down to 50. There's too much of a spread here, about a 10-15 cent spread. Can spread tighten up over 70? It's having resistance. It might go though, because it's still lingering here. I'm gonna try again. And not quite. Oh, okay, there it is. Come on. I knew that was looking decent. That was close. 6, 7. The halt is at 28. Can we see that dip before the halt? Can we see that dip before the halt? It's not dipping. That should have been a winning trade, but okay. Son of a gun, man. Should have already been up like 1.5. This was too clean. High of 23. We're at resistance up there though, so that's the part where I want to be careful about. Missed that trade through 80 by a freaking half second, man. Sometimes the volume comes in on these stocks a little weird these days. The low right there was 81. The high of the current candle 6. All right. Gonna catch a quick scalp there, but it's right back to 85. If it comes down, can we reclaim? Bro, how was that a losing trade, man? Where did I get filled up? All right, I gotta go check this. Should have sold the ask. Whatever. That wasn't bad. Fair, fair, fair. Pretty fair. It looks. I think it still looks pretty decent, but we need to bounce up quickly because the candle doesn't have much time. I'll watch the dip at low of day if it fails here. At this rate, I'm already out of. It's like I'm already out of cash. This is insane. Come on, flush down like nobody's business. Give me a nice sweet dip. Man. Can't help but feel like I should have been up way more. So I gotta be careful. You know, I don't need to go red. Good bounce right there. Good bounce. The new candle's 15 seconds. Is this gonna continue into the new candle? That was from 53. The low of day was around 36. So it's a bit of a high bounce compared to low of day. Is it on to something or is this just a bluff? Are we on to something or is this just a bluff? There's a bit of a turn here. 84. It's holding up here for now. Keeping an eye. 75. Volume, but nothing there. Okay, waiting. Trying to see if it wants to continue through 85 and 590. Another attempt. 2 attempts there for that breakout, no good. Third try, will it go through? Okay, third try to charm. It needs to get all the way through 6 though. And there's a small seller. Nothing on those 3 trades but losses. Couple cents, couple cents. There's a spread of 5-10 cents, so you got to be careful. VWAP area kind of struggling. Trying low of day dip. Can I see a bounce back to 45.50? Come on, come on. Show me 48. And cutting it scratch. Big Steve, the pastor, has six brokerage accounts, but pastor is going for it. And KLA, as we mentioned. Well, the stock itself is selling off, so I'm going to stop. But if it curls back up, I'll be back in business. And KLA, halt resumption, it looks like. Was this a resumption? The volume is lighter. BLND. How's the other two watch list stocks doing? The low of day dip did not bounce up nicely. This is like struggling here for MGOL. I'm a little disappointed that I'm not like over 1K because I felt like that was mostly clean. That move was like mostly like, clean. Watching some of those areas is like the longer hold time was needed, but buying where that volume should be coming and nothing happening in that moment. To see the stock fly up another 2-3 seconds later. There's a lot of different call outs. MRIN is moving. By the way, for those of you tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up on YouTube. 34. Didn't really push over high of day. This one started out in after hours, 261. Green and nothing. I can try again, but we need to see something here. Doesn't seem like this wants to go anywhere. WBUY, not much on that one. KITT, not much. MGOL, selling off to the bottom of the ocean. NKLA, not much. SKIN. Halted up again after a halt. Oh, well, the volume here. What is the volume? It's nearly at nothing. There might be a little too much risk on this one. Volume is too low. Yeah, SKIN I have up, but we'll see if the volume is high on the resumption. Right now the volume is very, very low. SF, you and I will probably be the only two people trading that thing. KITT on the bear flag. Bear flag high is at 245. MGOL push, man. It's all good in the neighborhood though. Right now we're just being patient and we're waiting. Just waiting on the sidelines, not seeing anything. SKIN, the volume is so low that I don't trust it, man. I don't trust it. Yep, don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. SKIN is halted up at lighter volume. NKLA, I don't know, we'll see. But the three watch list stocks are definitely having a hard time. Nothing more that I hate than these stupid flies that are just like, you know, I'm gonna, nothing is moving, so I'm gonna keep this zapper in my hand, and this fly is gonna have to pay the price. It's gonna have to go to the depths. SKIN is coming up in a couple seconds. 137. Mass. I'm gonna go short. I'm short. Can this tank? Yes. Lovely trade. Nice. Nice short scalp. If it double bottoms here at 18, I can go long, perhaps. Only 1,000 shares. Small size there. On the resumption, there's massive sellers, and we're in a weaker market. So I'm just gonna take the short and watch for the move down with a tight stop. If there's a massive amount of buying, I try to go long here, but I don't know. We'll see. It's nice that they had shares available there too. Let's see how the YouTube stream is doing here. Guys, we got 478 people watching on. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Yeah, I got a zapper here because there's a fly in this place, man. And these flies are just... You know, if Thinkorswim, if Schwab had shares available on every single of these penny stocks, I would go short nearly just as much as I would go long, because yeah, for every area where I'm selling, where I think resistance is coming in for a small drop, like I take the short trade right there every time, especially in areas where you guys know like there's a breakout, right? Like we're looking for a breakout. It's like how many times does the stock try to get the breakout and only goes once? Maybe five, six times. We're saying, hey, maybe the ninth time is the charm. It's like in those areas, like the moment I see that it's not going fast enough, I just take the short every time. And can I get 5 cents, 10 cents drop over and over as we're in the range, and then try to buy back the dip where I'm covering over and over. But that's if they had shares, right? This broker caters for long bias traders, so they're not gonna always have shares on everything. MGOL back at 535 area. There could be an opportunity here. But I'm gonna use just 1,000 shares because there's a little bit of risk. Yeah, yeah, this stock. There's a bid. Holy smokes. I'm gonna try to get a lower average here. There's a bid. That's a massive bid. Come on down. Come on down a little more. What's interesting is that it's not being reacted to like immediately. So if some shares can get filled, that I think that'll be great. I'm gonna try to use limit orders only here. I'm gonna look and see if that order moves up. If not, I'm still gonna wait patiently to see if it comes down to fill some shares. Because it wasn't an instant, pull away over 50, so but it is inching up. It's a slow grind. I can restart the broadcast if it's not working. Hey, so there's another confirmation here. I'll show this on the YouTube stream here quickly. I think there's something wrong with the stream. I can restart it. I'll restart the stream here in a quick sec. So there's a confirmation here, another one from Cactus. So I'm just gonna trade away. If this thing moves back up, I'm just gonna trade away with big size. I'm just gonna trade away. Just imagine the amount of money they cost us as a whole on SERV. I think like 80% of traders were just on the sidelines. Only Tim and Kitty. I think only Tim and Kitty traded it. I don't think Save traded it. I don't think Crispy traded it. Marcelo, myself, I mean, literally everybody else. Just two people alone that day was trading that stock. SERV. And that one was nice, man. Big Steve, it's time for us to let loose, brother. MIRN curling back up. Hopefully this one can MRIN. Hopefully this one holds its levels. This could be good. 45. 45 for highs. Okay. All right. Okay. Looks like this one could be special. Can we go all the way through 50? Oh my God. Not quick enough for that dip. Gotta be quick here. Highs at 56. Come on. 47. All right, it's gonna work. It's like dipping down a little extra and then coming up. There's a small bid. Can this get us over the hump? 55. I'm gonna give some of these trades a little bit more time to stop, right? 56. We are in a bit of a weaker market. Sometimes the breakout need an extra second or two, but gotta be careful to not let it go against me. It's lingering here, so I'm thinking maybe it wants to give a proper pullback, but we'll see how it does. Can we get over 56 here? There's a small bit again. I'll try. Come on, 60, 60. Oh, gotta use limit orders here. 52. When it comes down, it's teleporting back up, man. It's like teleporting back up. It might want to come below the level. Taking 48. 46, 45. Come on, come on. Hold the line, hold the line. Let's see 55. Hold the line, hold the line, hold the line. And I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna try again. The price is having this much trouble here. Can we see 55? If not, I'm going to ease off here just if it doesn't want to curl up. The 1 minute candle needs to make a new high right here. And then 58, 60. I think we should be able to see 60. Time. 35 seconds left in the candle. One-minute candle's failing here. So no 60, at least not yet. 45. Time, there's less than a minute left. So I would like to see us hold up here and then try one more time. If not, maybe it's coming down. If it comes down, it needs to reclaim immediately. There's 43. Nah. I'm done with this. Sidelines for now. If it goes here, it's going to be madness. Come on. What is that? There's nothing but selling pressure after we get back to 45. But if it can curl, can we see 60? This is where we had resistance last time. Will we be able to push through? Not quite. Still seeing resistance up at 53 for now. Might need another minute. There's 100,000 bid at 40, but MGOL, big level is going to be 540. MRIN. Still watching and waiting. We've had so many topping wicks up here at 53 area. The last 5 minute candle was not attractive, so You know, perhaps short sellers here getting in early, low 50s. Fooled me once, fooled me twice. It looks like it wants to go, but can it push through? Even 54 right there and nothing. 55, come on, come on. Can we see 58? All right. It's just not a stock that's easy to scalp here. Can we see the push through 65? Is it possible? It's seeing so much resistance so early versus the high of day level. It's like we just cleared 53, but it's like still having trouble here. Now it should be time to moon, but it's like more short sellers coming in. But should be time to fly here. Oh, it's failing. Getting out. I think this is too low. Hanging by a thread here. What's it gonna be? Yeah, 50 is too low for 53. Like we need to hold like 55 early. To the depths with that one. If there's obvious resistance at like 50, 53, if we come to 50, it needs to be immediately bouncing back up. These stocks are so bad. So what we have to do is remain disciplined, remain patient, keep our enthusiasm, keep our positive energy, and just move on to the next one. As we know, it's not personal. Not personal, not even for a second. WBUY, no good. SKIN, no good. NKLA, not much. MRIN, selling off. MGOL. And MRIN, maybe it bounces at 40, right? MGOL, right now, no good. KITT in the bottom of the 7Cs. So just waiting on the sidelines here again. I'm going to check through some of these stocks on E-Trade. I think Marcelo might have left out early, or he didn't come in today. One out of the two. Not super sure which one it is. But yeah, I don't think he came in today. And what would be what is like, you know, what am I trying to say here? What I need, what I want, both of those things. What I need and want, what I want and need is a stock that is strong, but not overly strong, you know? Something that's just trending up with some beautiful, clean pullbacks. You know, I can see it coming, man. We just have to be patient throughout this cold stretch here. You know, right now we're only up $100. Scratch trade. $100 in these high inflation times, you know, is only a phone bill. So we definitely got to be patient. The main thing is to not be super red. If we can avoid being like really, really red. Like for me, if I'm down like 5, 10K on a week like this, I don't want to be down like 10K. Like, I mean, it's a little too much and it can easily happen. So I just got to remain patient, remain cool, calm, collected. Understand that the hotter periods that we've had before will tie over into these times, hold us down, and just be patient. Wait, consolidate at all-time highs. Consolidate at all-time highs. The moment the flames are turned back on, MGOL is the one I really want to see do well here. This one can get a red to green, maybe a halt up. Let me fix my charts here up top. AITT, is there another one that maybe could come up here? Waiting patiently. I honestly think MGOL in the first 5 minutes was really good. I have no complaints on that stock. The first 5 minutes of MGOL was like solid momentum. It's just after like 9:35 we started to like trend down. HUGE. Let's check it out. Pennyland. I'm not sure why these stocks don't hit my scanner. I'm pretty sure I gotta check it. Probably not filtered all the way down to like 20 cents. Maybe like 50, 60 cents. Maybe even $1. I gotta double check on that. Yeah, this one is, it's moving. It's moving. Probably the only thing moving. I scalp a couple, $6. Oh my God. That's insane. I guess I must have had a little bit of a higher fill too. 26, this is good. 27, 26.91. Only 30. I might try 26, 26.90, 26.90, 26.90. I see 27.30, I'll take it. It's churning here. Nope, it's coming down a bit. Once I get in low, I'll hold a little longer. Time. The new 5-minute candle is about a minute away. Looking like a false breakout there over the 1-minute candle. Got close to 27, but right back down. And the new 5-minute candle is 30 seconds out. Maybe we see a bigger pullback here. Maybe, maybe not, but watching to see. 25.60. Yeah, it's having trouble. Okay, 25.30 coming down a bit. So we're coming down into this new 5-minute candle here. 5 seconds out. Can we hold the line here? Can we hold the line? Whoa, MGOL. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Wait. Hold on. Let's get out of this. Holy smokes. Come on. Wow. Well, I was a little distracted there with that other stock. High was 80, 81. Break over 520, 545. Nice, nice, nice. Will we keep pushing is the question. This is good news. This is good news. And we can trade this unrestrictedly here. So 72. I'm gonna start throwing out some trades here pretty soon. It's definitely not a surprise. This stock is, yesterday we saw it a few days before when it first moved up. It's definitely capable of giving some bigger moves. Gotta watch out for the spread though. Bids are still coming down at times. A bit of a churn here. It's trying for 70, but it seems like we're having some resistance there, right? Which was yesterday's high, 570. Depths. No balance below 50 there. 36 for the low so far. And the 5-minute candle doesn't really look great, so maybe backside already. We'll see if it does a good bounce. There's only a minute left in this candlestick. I can't imagine it being strong if it closes like this. So this might have been a one and done Christmas tree here. Well, I've missed it watching something else, so that's that. To the bottom of the 7Cs. If it flushes down below 5, there could be a dip, but so far basing out here, 510 area. Consolidation's not holding up. The bull flag's not going higher. We made the new high by a couple cents here, and then right back down. So you got to catch the front side here off this consolidation. HUGE on the other hand, back up again. But now I'm starting to feel like a dog chasing my own tail here, because now watching at that one, now this one is going. It's like, okay, I've kind of already missed the move here again. There could be some dips, but I mean, look at that beautiful bottoming wick. Into hive day. From 22 to 28. See, the problem with this type of move is that once it is done, we can expect a big red candle, but it could be worth the shot here to see how far it's willing to go before it does pull back, like for real. So I'm gonna keep an eye out. Maybe the dips can be good. 29.16 for the highs. There's 29.40. New high by 2/10 of a penny. And there's a bit of a spread here on that dip, half of a cent spread. Time 28:42. So there's another minute and some change into the new candle. This 2760. The candle's about to close. Can we bounce off this level here? If not, it might need more pullback. Tight stop. Can we see 2750 again? Cutting it. Coming down some more. This isn't good because the candle's about to close and we're pulling back into the new candle. So, switching back to the stock, as I mentioned, kind of already missing the move. Was worth a shot to see if it would continue. Because sometimes maybe it continue up to like 30 or something, but definitely not as strong to keep going. Low was, why am I not seeing the low? Come on, you should have enough space there. 2611. Still here. Surprise bounce. So it's a bit of a breakdown and reclaim. Gonna let my guard down a little too soon right there. $29.39 for highs. Right now, it's kind of in no man's land. It's going to be hard to get a solid entry here. Missing that dip. There's a small bid. It's going to help us out. Not quite. And that's only 100,000 size, which, this stock is not that big. $28.95, break of 29, $29.30 for high of day. Come on, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. It has everything it needs here. And still is a dud. We got the 29.40 and that's it. New high of day by 1/10 of a penny. But that's why it's good if you catch that breakdown and reclaim wick, you're in it like what, 26? And if you're willing to hold that minute or two, back to 29, at least there's 3 full cents. Which definitely is something, right, on a stock like this. Especially if you're in with like massive size. Can add up. I'm gonna give it a shot here. Terrible fill. And nothing. Alright. I'm just gonna ease off this one. These penny stocks are in the depths. These stocks are in the depths right now, man. Right now we're flat on the day. Perhaps a good time to take it easy. These penny stocks for me have been like very hit or miss. Sometimes you gotta kind of watch one stock and just lock in, trying to go around, trying to catch the hot stock and behind the eight ball. Like I can't trade 100K shares here and like not make any money. Come on. Churning shares. Think I'm gonna take a sideline for now. 666 chapter. Jeez. Chapter 666. Execute order 66. We got any Star Wars fans in the building? And MGOL did not hold up well after that move down. New low of day and down there to 475. I'm honestly thinking to shut it down and come back next week. It's been such a slow week, but at least 3 small green days here to end things off. Better than nothing. OG Star Wars, newest Star Woke. Not current Star Wars. Yeah, nobody likes to be. Man, not to get sidetracked here, but that recent show was awful. I mean, it was awful. The Andor show was great. Andor was pretty solid. In fact, I thought that was maybe the best show they had. That one, it wasn't as flashy, but storytelling was solid. That most recent one, man. The 1 minute pullback is gonna work out here for anybody watching it at HUGE. On HUGE, 1 minute pullback worked out there. But yeah, that last show, Acolyte, just, I mean, who wrote that thing? Man. It's like when you're watching a show, like things need to make sense for what the science of the realm is, right? Like whether it's like Harry Potter or whatever it might be, like the science needs to make sense. And then the storytelling was just awful. Storytelling complete and utter abysmal, mediocre. Looks like a bit of a rejection of the highs there, double top. Could try again. There's still another 2 minutes in the 5 minute candle. I, yeah, I thought the yeah, I'll say that. I did think that the fighting scenes were decent in the jungle, in the forest jungle, whichever one. The fighting scene was decent. The only the issue of the show was how you have like the main protagonist, right? Like switching sides and like people were changing their minds too easily, like throughout the show. It's like they stood up for a cause. I would never do that. 2 minutes later, you're hanging out with the freaking villain of the show. Like, come on. The sister is a criminal. You're gonna bring her to justice. Then next minute, there's no issue with the. 1 minute you're saying you're gonna turn yourself in. The next minute you're fighting the people that you're saying you're gonna turn yourself into. Like nothing didn't like make sense for what the people like the characters were saying that they were going to do, and like the actions just. But anyhow, the HUGE is here again. It's gonna maybe try it one more time over 31. AJ, we don't really look into the fundamentals of these companies. We don't hold them overnight. It's extremely rare you'll find day traders holding overnight, unless it's actually like a blue chip stock. Most of the times we're just watching it like technical analysis, patterns, candlesticks, volume, price action on level two, and scalping in and out within seconds, minutes. Some people maybe over a few hours they'll be in and out a couple times a day. But we're not looking long term. So we don't really research too much in the fundamentals. Like all we need to know is, hey, this thing is up 100, well, 200%, and there's volume. That's kind of all we really care about. The past store is flat on the day, $46 from green 400 or 300, I think, to flat. So I'm kind of done on the day here. This thing is still moving, but I'm not interested. I traded 100,000 shares and there's nothing, so just kind of in the closing statements here, really. Once RT gets sidetracked, that's it to the depths. Looking to shut it down. For me to trade, something else needs to hit like, above $1, hopefully. Man, this isn't my OG watch list on E-Trade. It's like still fearless, still stocks that are on here that are relevant. And so many that's also been delisted. A lot of these have been delisted if we're to like scroll down. All of these here are delisted. Let's look at how many names. CCCL, DMPI, ZAIS. Some of them sound familiar. CNTF. PTI sounds familiar. APOP, I remember that one. This is also one of the first stocks I ever traded. NAKD, OSAT. I think OSAT might have even been like more recent, like a year ago. Delisted and into the depths. BIOC. I remember that. BIOC did like a massive 180% move or something. Some of them are also name changes, like DWAC's on here. Well, most of them are delisted. AVCO. VERY. Those names definitely sound EXPR. MTP also sounds pretty familiar. All right, okay, that's gonna do it for me. It's Friday. I'm gonna go enjoy the weekend. relax a little bit, and come back later. For those of you going the distance till 4 p.m., hopefully there's something else that comes along that's strong. I'm out of here. I'll be back Monday morning, ready to go. Remember to check out those links down below if you're interested in joining the chat room. Some people, they say, hey, Relentless, leave the YouTube stream on till 4 p.m. so that we can have the chat. But, you know, we actually have an actual chat room where you can not only just talk, but you can post screenshots, you can post videos, you can have calls, video calls, audio calls, and so much more. So, you know, you guys can check it out, right, if you're interested. I can post the link to the Discord where we have over 8,000 members. Absolutely insane. You guys can check it out. This is where the conversation is going to continue. Yesterday we jumped in Gen 1 and we had a great call. Shout out to Gio, one of the OGs here. Was hanging out yesterday. There's some long time people, man. There's some people like from some, you know, I have a couple of cell phones. There's people who have my number. Like, that's how long they've been here. They've been here for so long. You know, Freedom Trader, man. Shout out to Freedom Trader. He's one of those guys. Troy, you know, shout out to Troy from Dallas. When I go to Dallas, I definitely am going to check him out. Troy, they used to call Troy back in the day, Mr. 1K a day. You know, this is back in like in the earlys. I mean, 1K a day today is impressive, but you know, even five years ago, it was, you know, before the inflation was crazy, right? Matthew, keep it professional, brother. Keep it classy. And besides, the pastor looks handsome every day, not just today, right? Yeah, I've been called cocky before, but I'd say it's in a good way, right? Um, Lastly, if you're interested, you guys can check out the course link, which is right here. I can pull this on screen too. You know what? We can check and see how the Discord did. Let's pull this on screen. I'm done, so it's all good. No rush. Yeah, check out the classes if you're interested in getting started. If you want to learn how to trade our hyper scalping style of momentum, right? This year combined, the 4 mentors, like maybe like 2 point something million. I don't know. We're close to that like amount. And Tim has been on fire. Tim is like maybe closing in on what, like 700, 800,000 on the year, somewhere there. Marcelo like another 600. Actually, no, maybe not 2 million. Okay, maybe not 2 million. Maybe 2 million is a little higher than I'm thinking. Like 1.4 on the year between the 4 mentors, or 1.5, somewhere there. But it's been a great run, man. It's been a great run. It's been a great year to this point. Right now we're just kind of, you know, trending sideways, waiting for some hotter momentum to come back around to really lock it in. But yeah, you guys can check it out. If you're someone who's brand spanking new to the channel, you don't want to make any sort of a commitment, you can check out Silver, which is $17, and it does have a ton of content. But if you're someone who's been rocking with us for a while and you like what you see, you guys can check out Diamond, where you can have access to not only myself and Marcelo, but Tim and Triad as well, and be able to watch all of our archives. And of course, have everything else that comes along with MMU Diamond, right? Like our halt live stream, right? We have a halted scanner in the chat room. So even if you're not using Momo Pro, you can have something else to hold you down. Like every single stock is hitting that. There's certain sections in the chat room where it's like layered. If you don't have the permission, you're not going to be able to see what's happening in that section, right? So depending on what role you are, you'll have special permissions to, you know, gain access. But yeah, there's the MMU chat room, right, which is just for students only. It's a little bit more concentrated. There's a low latency streaming in the Discord. There's the live trading archive, as I mentioned, from all 4 mentors, right? There's the weekly Q&As and so forth and so forth. The list goes on and on here. But yeah, you guys can utilize coupon code STATION, which is going to give you 40% off at checkout, 40% off. And at the end of this coupon, which, the deadline is August 31st, we will be giving away a traveling trading setup. So, for anybody who might be looking forward to, trading in style, because I know some people their setup, might be a little, on the softer side. But we're definitely going to give away something pretty aggressive here, something slick, a nice gaming PC, high RAM. That way you can really have the fastest equipment. Maybe it improves your trading slightly, which can make a huge difference, right? Who knows? So if you're a new student utilizing the coupon, your name is going to be entered into the raffle automatically. If you are an existing student who is not a permanent member, you can purchase a raffle ticket, right? And the idea here is that the people who've been around for years already have a trading setup, a trading station. The people who are now coming in more than likely are now, maybe just a laptop alone, that's their personal laptop, and they don't have something dedicated for the business of trading. And trading is a business, right? You have to have a like right here. I have like a couple. I'll show you guys here. So I have a couple cell phones, right? You have to separate these things. You got to have one for business, the personal one, and then you have the other one in case you need it. You can't mix these things, because then before you know it, you find yourself in trouble. There's one that's like, people in the public can have access to, and there's another one that's strictly for the business only. Then you have your personal, your personal computer. Like when it comes time to like, doing anything like personal, you just separate it, right? You keep everything clean and professional. For example, like my personal phone is tied to my laptop. I have a laptop that's an Apple laptop. I don't need a message showing up here saying hey or something like that, right? Like imagine a message just pops up right in the top corner here. It just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. So yeah, we'll be giving away a nice computer and some side monitors. But yeah, guys, hit that thumbs up and a phone for the plug. A burner phone, oh my gosh. I honestly, one of them I don't really use as much, but the other two for sure. You know what it is too? They have some great deals. Some of these phone services they had like back in the days, there's some great deals for like more than 2 lines, more than 3 lines. Nowadays, there's like some expensive plans, man. One of my siblings, they try to hook them up, and they're talking about $90 a line. Like, I mean, these prices these days are crazy, man. Back in the day, you get like, and this is back in the day for me, much less back in the day for some of you guys. It's like you can get a line for like $19, like unlimited talk and text. Now they're asking for $120, $100, and they're gonna keep squeezing us, man. They're like right now. I don't even think the Fed is gonna lower. They're just gonna keep squeezing us as long as they could. I mean, they have to combat the inflation. So people are. It's like if you're not in a position, it's like you have to figure something out. Like it just doesn't seem like it's gonna get better. It might get worse before it gets better, if it even gets better at all. You look at these prices in New York City, man. You look at these prices. It's just what people are paying for rent in these things and the space that they have. I mean, the city. I guess the city is a nice city, a nice place, but man, they're like squeezing people, and it's why so many of the residents there are moving out. To like New Jersey. There's so many people that's moving to like some parts of Brooklyn, even like the bad neighborhoods. You're driving through the hood and seeing people jogging and stuff. It's just so interesting. But it's that the prices in Manhattan is just too high. $5,000-6,000 a month in rent. It's just like, and that's just rent, not including all utilities and everything else that comes along with it. But anyhow, I'm getting off track here again. Um, back in hey, man, you know what? This COVID thing and how the things changed in just 5 years. I think anybody who was economically and financially aware, you can say back in the day, because definitely from just 2019 to now, especially if you're like trying to buy any sort of like house and trying to take out a mortgage or any sort of like high loan, even a car loan, you'll feel the difference, man. You'll feel the difference if you were aware of what the prices were. But anyhow, I'm out of here. Stay safe, stay green. Catch you guys later. It's been a good one. Hopefully you guys ended green. Hopefully you had a better day than I did, right? Hopefully I had a disciplined day. I only ended up $46. So hopefully you guys, made some money here on these Wall Streets. Wall Street, man, I tell you. Take care, stay safe, stay green. Next time.